Back at it again. Back at it again. Look at that. Beautiful morning. Any day above ground is a beautiful morning. No matter how crazy it look outside, no matter how bad that garbage truck smell, any day above ground is a beautiful morning. Right now I'm about to offload these 12 pallets. Yes, 12 pallets going to one store. So to distract my time from this work, I guess I'll jump on here, do a little video or something. I gotta walk it halfway down the block. So, you know, it's gonna seem like a lot of work, but hey, in New York, you take whatever they give you. You take whatever they give you. Anyway, I wanted to do a video like last week, but I don't know, I guess time got ahead of me or whatever. But I just wanted to get into a topic on why I think trucking in the Northeast region, like as far as like from the Mid-Atlantic, from Virginia all the way up to Maine, it's like better as far as like, you know, opportunity wise, income, etc. Now, this ain't a diss video. I'm not trying to diss nowhere or where y'all from. You know, I got love for every parts of the United States, especially the South, because that's where the family is from. But seeing and hearing, you know, guys talk about how they have to go over the road in order to have an opportunity to either a trucking school or go local. You know, it's not that much out there in the South. So, granted, yes, anywhere else other than up here, like right now I'm up in Bronx, New York. Not a desirable place to live at. And, you know, it's, you know, probably crazy with the, you know, the demographics and the crime and stuff like that. But as far as the opportunity goes, it's just too much to do. It's like a whole lot of work to do. Like, look at these garbage trucks. There's somebody driving them. You got food service down here. Got myself delivering this auto parts stuff to the auto parts store. So it's a whole slew of jobs to do out here. So I'm gonna speak on that in a minute. But first of all, why I think trucking is better in the North as far as like, you know, opportunity and income and everything is because when you live in a major metropolitan area like New York, Philly, Baltimore, etc., it's a huge population where service is needed, whether it's warehousing, food service, fuel, etc. Then by us being close to by us being on the coast, we're at the ports. So you got a lot of port container hauling and stuff like that. And then where I'm from in Jersey, not only you got the containers and everything, you got the refinery, the Exxon, ConocoPhillips, and all of that and everything. So it's just a lot of stuff to do up here compared to everywhere else, because it's just not that much opportunity in the South, especially if you want to go local. because for the most part, some guys, the only way you could go local, like either with fewer than less experiences, if you're, hauling or working with Coca-Cola or Pepsi or maybe food service. And then with the LTL, you gotta have a certain, sorry about the noise, you gotta have a certain amount of experience when it comes to those companies. Y'all probably already know who they are, so I don't really need to name them. But not only you need the experience, you also need the endorsements to work for those companies. So it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. But up here, you only maybe need to work like 3 to 6 months. I would prefer for you to work a little bit more, just so you could get the feel and the, like knowing where you're going when you're around here, because you see out here it gets a little bit crazy. But within 3 to 6 months, you can have your local job, and that's paying you good money. So it doesn't take that much up here to, get a local job, only if you want to, but not a lot of people like to drive up here because of, we got high rent, that is a great argument because the rent is high. I'd rather pay $1,600 on a mortgage than on a 1-bedroom apartment, which is ridiculous. And the weather is better. We're more in cold weather than we in warm weather. But when the getting is good, like once the weather is over and everything, we stay busy all the time. So, and majority of our, the average paycheck that we earn, for the most part, you got some spots, they make what they make, but for the most part, I see, you could walk into like a $1,400, $1,500 easily, and that's after taxes and benefits and all that other good stuff. So, it's just something to think about. If you just tired of the uncertainty and the being unpredictable of where your career is going, you might want to take that chance and, come up north and give it a shot, for the most part, yeah, you're going to have to find you some decent housing or whatever, and you might not like the cold, but the most part, we're not starving, we're not fighting each other over work or anything like that. When COVID happened, most of everybody had to go home, and that's even including truck drivers. That's if you was hauling, general freight or whatever. So, but up here, we still kept moving. We still kept working. We might have had to take maybe a little skim off the top just to, because it wasn't that much demand with everybody staying at home. Not everybody was buying stuff, but at the same time, we were still working. So our paychecks never stopped. So that's just something to think about. And another thing, last thing I'm going to mention is about the driving schools. Down in the South, I mostly see that, it's probably only a few, but a certain amount of driving schools you could go to, and that requires for you to be over the road with a trainer. You know, you probably have to go with a mega carrier just to get your experience, and then, you know, slave yourself over the road for whatever amount of time. Up here, you don't really have to do that. You can either get sponsored, do apprenticeship, like there's many companies that are offering sponsorship through their academies in order for you to get training, and it's paid training at the same time. So I'd rather be getting trained and paid, even though it's working at the dock or whatever. I'd rather be getting paid and trained and go home. Let me add that on top. You know, you get to go home every night while you're getting paid training, than to, you know, sit with a stranger for 2 weeks at a, 2 to 3 weeks at a time. Y'all might not like each other. You might not like how him or her smell. You know, the story goes on and on and on. So that's just something to think about. And, you know, you probably got kids and, you know, family members that you need to take care of or whatever and everything. So not all of us can make that jump like that. So not all of us can't just hop in the trainer's truck and be gone for that long amount of time, especially when you got a lot of responsibilities at the house. So, but anyway, I ain't gonna make this video that long, you know, just wanted to chop it up. I'm gonna try to get better with coming out with some more material, you know, more of what people need, you know, not just getting on here just for clout or nothing like that. I don't really care about nothing about that. I care about helping people and seeing, you know, where we could go from that. And hopefully the material that I provide can be beneficial, or you could use it. So anyway, I'm gonna try to speed these 12 pallets up. But anyway, thank you for jumping on, hearing what I got to say, and I'll probably holler at y'all probably later this week. And I'm gonna come at y'all with something different, something new, nothing repetitive with like what every YouTube trucker say. But anyway, y'all have a blessed day, and this is Joe Trucking out.